Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I am your host, Mystic Raven. All right, guys, I got something to show ya. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Speak.
We got it. It's ours. Only cost me an ethereal dust, but it was worth it. The person was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I was like, okay. 500k item for this staff. And I have the lightning already. We are in like Flynn. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Kina. All day. All day, all day, all day. Mystic goes ahead and gets the most spell. Spell power in the game, in the game. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's so sick. I'm so happy. But guess what I'm gonna need? More transmutation crystals. Now, I'm going to be getting highlights for my Bitter Winds build. That'll be coming out either today or tomorrow. And then on top of it, by tomorrow or the next day, I should have the Necro healing build available. Following, hopefully, with everything aligned, the Templar healer. So, we've been busy. It's the daily too. Luckily I picked it up. So, because I'm going randoms, I could turn this in. But yeah, we've been very, very busy. I'm going to get all these builds out as quick as possible, you know, because, you know, they're there, and then all of a sudden, guess what? Then I can get back onto my baby, which is PvP. And then we come out with the most toxic stuff ever. I'll make people who can't PvP good players. It'll be disgusting. And people will hate me for it. It's not my fault, man. I keep trying to explain this. I'm not the one who comes out with this stuff. So I'm just the one that exploits it. Okay? I'm just the man who exploits it. Don't know what to tell people.
Put you up to this? She's still out there, isn't she? Kill these fools! Pathetic. I'll have to do this myself. You're tougher than I thought. Let's see how you handle this. Here it is. Cower before the rod of Kravari. Time for a different approach. Awaken, my darling.
is a little clumsy in his research, in murdering people, in
We're going to go completely crazy. The stench will hit the air. Meta players will be so mad at me. And it'll be beautiful. How dare he come out with stuff we couldn't think of and have it conform to. We've been using the same build for the last 2 years. How dare he disrupt us? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm searching friggin' jars, man. Poor bug. Can you always use lockpicks? It's a great place to get it too. You never know. Could snag a Dwemer motif. I'm going ahead of you, dude, because I want to check these out. Anything? Oh, hold on. Oh, we could use a little bit of clear water. No, not really. Another thing of lockpicks. I thought there was some here. Oh well. Now hold on. Don't get your pennies in a bunch. Dude, move that ass. Bingo! I told you guys. Don't underestimate the power of Dwemer. Jackpot! Oh, heavy sack. I don't know, that sack felt a little light. What are you doing? I don't give a shit. Come on. No way. I wasn't in that, was I? Oh, shit. Hold on, man. Water. No. Lockpick, yeah. Another lockpick, yeah. For sure. Lockpick. Water. I'll catch up in a minute. Okay, I'm catching up now. I'll help you with the quest. I'll stay a couple seconds longer. It's the polite thing to do. Dude, hit the ball. Hit. Dude, if you got the quest, hit the ball.
Stop! The eye may be fragile. Please, let me examine it.
Okay. See, I'm nice. See, I'm a nice guy. There we go. See, I'm not so bad. I'm not so evil. God, I'm so happy. I got that staff. It's been a good time coming back, I'll tell you. We got builds on deck, all sorts of stuff.
And was it? Then take what you. Is the
One thing I like about like updating my builds, it has been 2 years since I've updated them, so you know it's time, you know, for sure. So at least you know I can offer that to the people who used to watch my healing videos, you know, and you know get inside information on you know healing and stuff, especially you know non-Templar. I still do the Templar, but it's kind of important that you know I offer that to you know the healers that you know play any other healer than Templar, and for the Templars who you know are like, yeah, I kind of go with Mystic's build, and you know it's what I roll with, or even if I don't go with his build, I use his setup and things like that. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay. I think the tank should be ready, but I want to get him. I already did the one. I did two actually. Oh, you know, maybe I did his last night. I don't know. The Templar healer should be ready, actually. Now that I think about it, I'll look at the time. So, no, we're good. In about 2 days, we'll have the Templar healer undaunted up. I'll have the Necro done. It's just the way it worked out. A couple days after, I'll have the Templar healer. Then I'll have the Sork healer. And I'll save the Nightblade healer for last, because I really do got to get a couple more things for him. But we'll bring back the classics for sure. Let me see if it's up. Nah, yeah, I did it last night. Now that I think about it. So, yeah, we'll get the Templar arm. I'm so happy. Love it. Every day. Every day. I got to work on DPS. Got to get there undaunted up. That's the hard one. I pushed him off to the side because, you know, it's so easy to get crystals. Then the afternoon comes. I'm trying to get into trials. I'm trying to farm up gear. You know, I average about 8 hours a day in this game on top of my real life. So I'm juggling a lot. Had my kids not been older, I don't think I could have done this. I have to be honest. But my kids are older now. They're very much more independent. They still, you know, need things from me and stuff like that, which is cool. Okay, I mean, I'll allocate that later. Just checking. Yes! We're golden. Dropped the quest from yesterday, all that. I got to craft still. Oh, still got to craft. I still have to craft. Jeez. I'm a busy guy in this game. I gotta do my surveys. I gotta get more Drowax so I can, you know, eventually upgrade everybody's gear. So some builds will and won't have their gear upgraded. Because then I'm on top of it, I'm getting Master Writs, and I'm trying to get things organized. Like I said, this wasn't my main platform. So, you know, we juggle with what we got. Now let me check my inventory. I might be able to scrap a few things. That's a little heavy on that end. We're working it. We're working it. And then his build is going to be unique. Very unique, actually. A little surprising, actually. I'm very surprised with how I'm going to approach his build. Not typically my, you know, what I would typically do. But honestly, I was like, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. So, you know, I'm like, I typically, now any other tune, I wouldn't do what I'm going to do, you know, on him. I don't know if I need that. Robe of the Scathing Mage, I think I have it, but see, this dude actually has quite a bit of stuff maybe I was looking for. That maybe I was looking for as well, but oh well. I hate when you're trying to figure out what am I going to get rid of. I'm still debated on a couple of these things. Yeah, there was those sturdy. Like stuff. All right. Let's see if I have any glyphs to decon.
Dragons in your own homeland. This one does not know.
Nope. Guess we're rolling like that. I guess that's how we roll. But yeah, I definitely want to thank the people who's continue to support me. You know, it's been something, man. You know. I'm gonna always try to provide builds that'll be competitive, and I'll say in which context the build is meant for. you know, for sure. I can't wait to get into the PvP stuff. That, to me, that's my end game. It always has been. No matter, even if I was a raider in other games. Because I was in between time a lot of times. Once I've completed content, I was in between expansions. And there was nothing left to do. Then what? PvP. So that's where I always fixated my end game. Because it was content that was continuous. It just, you know, it didn't stop. So I really always enjoyed PvP, you know, when I was in between content.
Light it up!
Oh, I don't
Never
want to.
get these eggs. Set it ablaze.
Notice my magic, it doesn't go down much when I'm... Why? Because I'm friggin' applying everything. Now, actually, consequently, I do like the healing orbs on the Templar a lot. Obviously, the shards are a little bit more... have a little bit more resource management, but when it comes to the HOTS, you know, that's the one thing, you know, always was kind of like, you know, I didn't like my Templar because it was good, but, you know, the hot limitation just really always turned me off from Templar healing, but burst heals were always amazing. But that's the one thing I liked about my Nightblade was my hot rotation. You know, my hot rotation was timed. I was used to playing a Nightblade healer from the Rift, and because of that factor, I was able to time my hots very effectively. So I didn't need a lot of direct heals with the Mage Blade because I used my Combat's Prayer as my direct. So my hots were more crucial. Very, very crucial.
Time to go.
The gold!
Damn it.
Where's the gold?
What?
Those eggs down there are in better shape. Do me a favor and take care of the undesirables down there. I'll stay here and supervise.
What's this? More fodder for the Kwama? I'm hurt. Light it.
But you're not done yet. Cowards, the lot of them. This mine belongs to House Selos. We're intruders, and will be disciplined as such.
I know I shouldn't have done that. I already did it ahead of time. Just a habit.
Please, Palmer. But that's been lame. We'll have this place cleaned out in no time. Oh, this is good stuff. Old Selos must have been raking in a fortune. You believe there was gold in here?
so much easier when you use this class's strengths. That's why I always got bored with it. First time healer, I would tell if you're a first time healer in ESO, yeah, pick up a Templar. Can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. I don't know why I'm picking this crap up. Alright. Another one down. Gets more randoms, and I would like to take Leda. What's up? How you doing? So, Leda, what's your favorite class? What do you like to play? You know, there's so many classes in this game. I think I still love my blade. You know, I still do. You know, like, I'm not the strongest at my frags on Sork. I am definitely not the strongest frag player. You know what I'm saying? I like the Sork, but I'm just not a strong frag player. So I'm like, oh man, we're gonna be switching his build for sure. Okay, now, oh, that's what I wanted to check. I already did. Okay, we'll get, trying to think. I did my Sork, I did my DK, did my Nightblade. don't think there's too many people left on deck. Oh. My warden healer. Duh. He should be good. He should be good to go. What I really like is the fact that they all have like some of them have same sets, slightly different setups based on their race and their class. I love this. That's one thing I love. That's why I think I enjoyed healing in this game. Because I wasn't just slapping the same shit on everybody. I could, but because of their race and because of their class, I configure them slightly different. And I love that. God, I love that. I really, 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 really get to enjoy that. So, somebody asked me, why'd you like healing in this game? And I'm like, you know, I just feel like I got to do something that typically in linear MMOs, you don't control the gear, right? You progress. It's linear. So you go through point A to get to point B to get to C, right? And it doesn't matter. You know, a druid piece is a druid piece. It's healing gear, but it's leather. It's not like I can smack it on a cleric, right? Same thing. You know, same thing as a cleric. Cleric's healing gear is cloth, and a paladin's is plate. So it's not like I could just keep slapping these pieces and you know, come up with, you know, a different scenario. All clerics run the same. All druids run the same. All, you know what I'm saying? No matter even how you place your abilities, because that's the only difference, your gear progression is linear. It's still the same. And I think that's why I never liked healing. As a tank, I controlled, you know, the raids. I called things out. You know, I could pay attention to metrics a little bit more than anybody else. The healers could to a degree, but healers are usually busy. Healers are calling cleanse, purge, like positions. I'm, kiting and then paying attention to the parser. But, tanking for me just, gave me a little bit more control, I guess. Not to say I'm a control freak, but a control of how everybody was situated. And I couldn't get in when I did healing on a cleric. I found it a little monotonous, and I couldn't get into a healing role in any other MMOs because of the progression system, I felt. Where in this game, you could set people up in the same gear, but because of their race and their classes, you had to adjust accordingly, if that makes sense. You had to know their strengths and weaknesses to pick up those other skills and to adjust. Because if you don't, people die. And people are very dependent on healers, in a structured format. And the same thing with tanks. A good tank is very hard to come by in this game. So I really did like that a lot. Oh, Leda, thank you so much. Templar also. You love the builds. Thank you. My dude, thank you so much for that. Thank you, Leda. I will get that build out in a couple days. Hopefully by the end of the week or early next week. Hey, you been to the PTS? Yes, I have, Dragon. Yes, I have. I haven't covered it. I want to try to do that tomorrow for a weekend special. So I want to try to get out 2 more builds this week. And then I want to set up the Templar healer for next week. So I'm planning on doing a weekend special for the PTS. Doing a live stream and hopefully maybe Saturday evening or something. So we can, everybody's got the weekend off. Everybody can sit and enjoy it. And we can, explore these things together. So I'm really looking forward to a lot of things on the PTS. I'm looking forward to the Blackwood chapter, actually. So I'm really looking forward to it. We're good to go. We are good to go. I have been on the PTS. I haven't got to dive into it. So there, that's something I'm looking forward to, because, the thing about it is, I love like Deltia, I like that he's back. And I like the content he's doing. I enjoy it. His mindset is providing content across the board for, you know, some hardcore players. In this context, casual players, overland content, PvP. The way it is different from when I first joined the game and saw his content. And I love it. I quite enjoy how Deltia is approaching his content this time around. And I really think that is an amazing elevation for somebody who's been gone, and just to pick up where he kind of left off, but elevate the content. So it doesn't exclude anybody. It's inclusive. And I love this. I enjoy watching his highlights now and things, and you know how he just keeps things in perspective. It's no longer about one-dimensional element of play, like just for this target audience or that target audience. He's appealing to a bigger target audience, and I really applaud the man for that, because it's good shit. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And you know, I always like giving credit where credit is due. I never, ever want people to think like I'm like opposed to anybody. I just don't appreciate, you know, gimmicks, you know, by content creators like this or the top, you know, PvP build or this or that. I don't like gimmick stuff. I like content creators who just keep it real and try to appeal to their target audience. They don't have to push out a gimmick. They can just provide the content, don't have to fluff it, and people will either like it or not, but they'll still watch. And I think Deltia has hit every point on the head. You know, it reminds me of my boy Zai all the time. Zai never came out with like gimmick stuff, I don't feel like. I felt like he approached content, you know, played it, and he always just tried to appeal to as many people as possible. So every time, man, that's what I always want to like seeing about content creators. Fang Rush, you know, when I watch Fang, I feel like his perspective, his insight. And first off, it's a beautiful thing to watch him PvP. You know, this man has been a hardcore PvPer long before Elder Scrolls. I could imagine him being a kid on some games and just going, you know, like crazy. And I'm not saying like, you know, I want to, you know, pick my enemies or anything like that. I really don't. But I'm just going to call bullshit on bullshit. And yes, I'm going to whatever. Because I had to fight against the community. I had to go through so much bullshit for misconceptions. It was so toxic at one time. It was ridiculous. I mean, about half the time, I would get kicked from a group because I was a Nightblade healer. Only to turn around and for the meta players to use my build in their trials. Not theirs, mine. So I find it ironic that everybody who pit against me, right, we're finally using my material.
Have you come to meddle as well?
So that's what I'm trying to always say. It's like I'm not trying to say I'm always right. I'm not. I'm just saying this game's so beautiful. It's so amazing. It is simply breathtaking when you get to appreciate it for what it is. And when you do that, it opens possibilities that we take advantage of.
Tormented souls of the dead arise and kill these interlopers.
Can't wait to get my healing orbs on this dude. I really, and like I said, those are the things that I'm always, I promote other content creators. You guys know I do. You guys know that I'm not competing with anybody. I'm not trying to be competitive. I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. I don't know who says what sometimes. Sometimes I don't even pay attention to who's really whatever. I'm just like, whoever is saying this, you know, you guys, I don't know who's doing it initially until somebody's like, yo man, you better check this shit out. I was like, oh my god, please, please, no. You know, that's the one thing that then I have to play, guess what? The target to the audience. And it's like, oh man, for real. People just want to like, it's so bis, and I'm like, no, it's not. Now I honestly think that new kill is going to have a bis title to it. And I'll be honest, it is a slot item, and by all in all definition for what it is, it could well be, like, in my opinion, like one of the first real bis items for a PvE. Because in this game I could make up values. That's the thing. If I can make up a value somewhere, I can't even get in, yo. Oh my god. And they started the fight. Why? Zoss, remove this door, man. Every other one's got opening. Why does this one have to have a door? Why? I can't get in. I cannot literally get in. I can't. I'm like stuck. Ooh. There's nothing I can do. They kind of, you know, started the combat. Oh, thanks, Sauce. At least I know they watch. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Just, can we remove the door, please? But that kilt is, you know, like, will it work? Will you utilize it in every DPS build? No. But the thing about it is, you have to understand what that kilt is going to do is, at this particular moment in time, is going to be much appreciated. See, I can make up values anywhere else, right? I can, but when you have a piece like that, it's a unique item, right? And that's like, you know, World of Warcraft, we had artifacts, right? Certain artifacts were only available; they were limited. Most of the time, some of the times you didn't get that piece even in raid. You know, same thing with Rift. My best in slot sometimes didn't even come from my traditional dungeon raids. They came from Rift raids. And to get my best in slot for that item, I had to do a specific content, right, to boost my stats. And I feel like this, in the essence, because you can't make up that value, right? That's a value that isn't going to be replicated. And if it can't be replicated, if it cannot be equivalent, adjusted or equivalated, or I can't pronounce for shit, then you have a best in slot. And in this game, up until certain points, you never did. Why? Because I could make up the values. Now I can't. With that piece, I'm not going to be able to make up that value that is going to be a predominant value piece. Why I run it on everything? No, because I'll lose so much to slot it, and that won't be worth it. On a lot of configurations, I can afford to give up the monster set for the slots, and then slot a one piece for the value, and that's what'll happen. Even though monster sets are going to now scale, it's a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer. You know, you're like, well, you're not going to there's no monster set that's going to go across the board like that other than Kina. That's going to increase value on all your effects. Well, yeah. Well, you know, now you have a best in slot scenario. And I'll be the first to say, no, this isn't a best in slot. No, that's not, because you can make up that percentage value here, there. But that set, that kilt, no, not so easily. That kilt is a real deal. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. I typically would not, you know what I'm saying? You know me. I never jump on any bandwagon, ever. I'm not the type that does it. But that kilt is serious. And yes, you're going to need it in the context that if you want to, like, you know, get, like, a lot of, you know, achievements, and especially if you're going to be competitive, if you are competitive in this game, that PvP, I mean, that's up to you. That's going to be a must-have piece. So now I'm kind of interested in seeing, you know, if they're going to give us access to that right away to test it, because that's one thing I'd like to check out personally without having to do the content. But sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're like, you know, we'll give you access this week to that content, and then we'll so you can either earn it or wait it out. So I don't know what's going to be, but I want to check out that kill for sure, because I just have a gut feeling. And in that context, it would be, you know, Zoss unfortunately had the foresight to still cap Oblivion at 4875. No, they did not. No. Really? The door bug out like the 95% of the time anyways. I wish they would remove it too. Right. I wish they would just remove the door. Just get rid of it. I agree. You know, at least they teleported me in. Thank you guys. I appreciate that, Zenimax. So, you know, but yeah, no, that piece, that kilt is a very serious kilt. Do I think it's overpowered? Oh man. You know, I don't. It's a hard say. It's a hard one to bite onto. It's so hard to just kind of be like, because a lot of PvPers aren't going to utilize that. It's going to be more fixated for open world and PvE. And knowing that you have to give up a monster bonus more than likely, and because of the new scaling for the monster sets, right? But remember, monster sets don't do what? Even when they scale, they're going to scale. They're not going to crit. So damage modifier across the board for critical value is a lot more delicious, right? Than monster, you know, sustaining a monster proc. That's why I went with Slime Crawl. Of course, a lot of people are like, well, you get that buff. It doesn't matter. I can take the one piece, take the other monster set that gives me crit, and now stack the critical value. I can make up values. That's the whole deal, right? But now I have a piece that's going to exceed value as long as I'm not getting damaged. And on mobs, that's, you know, it's not going to be that noticeable. But on boss fights, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Because there's going to be a lot of times when the tanks are working in conjunction that you're not going to take damage, right? You can avoid certain mechanics. Certain mechanics you'll lose on, right? Because you got to, you know, distribute damage. But then when you're not, the damage multiplier is so significant. And that's where I'm getting at. Yeah, it's a serious piece, man. It's a serious piece. You know? That's a very serious piece. All right. All right, I'm gonna log this in and take a quick bio for 2 minutes. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Woof! Woofy, woofy, woofy. Won't have to scrap anything right away. Alright. Let me go ahead and dump well, not even yesterday's. It's been a minute. Okay. Now, I'm going to hit the actual record. I want to save this footage on my PC. Because this build I'm going to be coming out with. And then, once those other ones get done, I'll be bringing out the tank builds. Besides this one. Within another... Well, after next week. And then DPS will follow and so on and so forth. Then we'll save the last for the Nightblade Healer. Because that's my calling card. That's what I've been known as in this game from day uno. You know. And we will reconstruct the Nightblade Healer build. And yes, it will be trial accessible. Always. Well, not always, but I'll provide a build that stays true to its functionality, its placement in the Elder Scrolls Online game. Because I take that specific healer to heart. It's guided me along the way, along my journey. And I want to thank ZeniMax for implementing that class role. Because I've PvE'd with him, I've trialed with him, I have PvP'd with him. That was definitely a journey. And that, to me, even if I go DPS on a blade, I will always hold Nightblade healing very sacred in my heart. You know, very. It has been, it was an honor, sometimes a pain in the ass, but it was one of the best experiences of my gaming career, even competitively, to undertake. And it always holds a special place in my heart. It's like a relationship you can't walk away from. You know, you love it so much, you're willing to go through hell to keep it. So I'm just hoping it doesn't become a Thracian 2.0. It could be kind of interesting, you know. It's going to be interesting, man. It is. I think the content, the overlay content, is something phenomenal to look forward to. an easy one to get, right? For normal. Easy couple transmutation points, I guess, right? What you guys see the PvP build I'm going to do with this dude. Ooh, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice heavy sack. Just want to get in and out. Quick run.
By the ebony blade, this is it. We found the shrine.
All right. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of really cool content comes out. We'll cover the stream this weekend sometime. Maybe Saturday or something, you know. Saturday morning, just all kind of casually, chill out, go explore it. I think that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Your own homeland.
The chapter as well. I mean, I just feel like the ZeniMax PvE content has always been really phenomenal. You know, I'm picky on certain things. I mean, I am, because I'm a junkie when it comes to like certain lore, and you know, it's like, and staying kind of like, you know, they not to say they deviate. It's not. It's just my expectations sometimes are a little really high. You know, for Elder Scrolls title. Like, I don't feel like they have to do what everybody else does. They don't. They're Elder Scrolls. They picked this time period for a reason. It lends a little bit more pliability, and it covers, you know, like, you can do a lot more with keeping to the storyline without having to, you know, mess up, you know, the continuity, you know. So, yeah. And God, if they were ever come out with actual like a movie or something, I'd probably freak. Oh my God. Elden Hollow 2, Volunfeld, and Cauldron. I'm not doing Cauldron on Vet because everybody has problems on that last boss. The first and the last bosses on Cauldron Vet is what ties people up. A lot. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, oh my God. So, I like it. I'll do it, but I'm like, oh. So, Elden Hollow 2 and what was it? Vollenfeld. So, I like the Cauldron. I think and the sets in it are really good. I mean, they really did a great job, and it's just the story, like the environments themselves are phenomenal. I mean, I like playing them. You know, it's not, you know, they're really fun to play. It's not like I walk in here and I'm like, haven't I been here? No, I was on Hell of 1. I wish they would have actually came up with a different path in some of these, like they did the Crypt of Hearts. You know, Crypt of Hearts I can play again because it's like a different path, a different system. You see familiarities, but you're coming in at different points. You know, it doesn't feel this like the layout's the same. And I kind of wish they would have done that with like this type of dungeon or the Banished Cells. You know, I like the fact that they bring this stuff back. So. Have Warden tank a time or two. Is there something's missing? What the hell is going on with my block? some reason the ice staff block isn't. I feel like sometimes I'm hard on my controllers and stuff. Hey, you don't get to move. I move you. Bitch. Okay. We're gonna get a little stupid here. Just a heads up. I feel like DPS is slightly a little light. It might be me. I don't know. Internet. Net. Love when my internet acts up.
Help me!
Alright. And portals, 2 more bosses. Kung Fu. Put them on the side so everybody's getting a hit. Yo, man. Please don't do it, Mystic. Oh. Oh.
The Daedra. You must stop it, whatever it is.
How many times can we friggin' hit a fucking scroll? What's the timing?
Is that you?
Margan, you live, yes? See to this once, brother.
GG.
The strong
Indeed.
cannot be Orn's final altar, which sustains this realm.
GG indeed. Harold, I miss the days of slow. Dude, they really hit me on that, didn't they? Oh, God. I still remember when I did that stream. I still remember. I was on PTS, and I went over and checked it out. It was like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, infused Torox pack with this set. It's going to fucking slaughter. Oh, and I utilized it. Oh, did I? Did. A bunch of people did. You know, a bunch of people used that. That was nasty. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God. I still remember doing it. You know, I still remember. Like, I got this account during Morrowind. And then I logged in for Somerset. And yeah, that setup was really gross. I remember Sork shielding, and all of a sudden they're still dying, and like, you ain't getting away that easy. Die. It was worse than Shieldbreaker. It was like Shieldbreaker could be a pretty nasty set, you know, for a Sork or anybody with a shield, you know. But that little setup was toxic as hell. But don't worry, we're gonna reminisce. I'll bring back some toxic stuff. Don't worry. They've given me enough ammunition to keep me busy for months. They're like, you know, Mystic, we've been kind of busy since you've been gone. Yes, you have. I see that. I see that so well. So yeah. It's been crazy. So, alright. Vollenfeld. Let me check the time real quick. I don't know if I could get it in time. Should. I should. I'm debating, like, oh boy. I should cut it. I do have to go somewhere. I got a little bit of footage. I'll probably get a little bit more later, and then whatever. I'll turn this in really quick. But yeah, no, it's been. I do miss some of those toxic days. You know, I still remember my Warden PvP build, man. That took off like lightning. But it would kill people. I loved it when blades jumped on me. I just walk around with my shield all the time. They jump me, die. I was like, they're like, what happened, dude? I'm like, a couple blades just try to jump me. I think I got one on stream one time. 2 blades trying to jump me during a stream, and I think they got blown up. Oh, God. It was so funny. It was hilarious. Just blades like, boom! I was like, oh, God. I got a werewolf with it recently, though, with that spike bone shield. I'm like, yes, hit me, you freaking mutt. Hit me, you friggin' mutt. So funny. So funny. Hilarious. I promise, man, I'm still gonna come out toxic stuff in combos. It's gonna be good times. It's gonna be great times. We're gonna have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. Lots of fun. Until they start nerfing my stuff. You do not get to nerf me this time, ZeniMax. Seriously, I will be so upset because I'm not the one who puts these sets out, man. It's not fair. When I combo up, I come out with some skills that work with these sets that are ridiculous. And then you guys are like, no, 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 no. And next thing you know, you guys throw a Nerf bat on my head. Oh, it's so not right. It's so bullshit. I'm so tired of it. Here's my advice. Don't nerf it. Just think about it before you put it out. You know. Then I want to come out with some of this stuff. That's, hey man, that's a fair trade. Then it had bug with siege equipment. Yeah. That's good stuff. It was good times, man. It's so stupid. Some of the stuff, some of the corny mechanics you find. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Harold, Leda, Dragon, thank you guys all for stopping in. I appreciate the support. I really do. I want to thank you guys. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'll put out these builds, get them updated, and then we'll continue to, you know, dive into the PvP, get ready for Blackwood, and hopefully I can get all my story stuff caught up. So my Overland. But as always, I'm Mr. Craven, this is Mystics MMOs. Have a good one.